And it's Saturday evening. It is September the 10th, 2022. And welcome to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, coming to you live and in color on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. Welcome, everyone, to this Saturday Night Live show. We were off last week for the holiday weekend, and it's good to have all four of us back tonight. And we're looking forward to a great show tonight. We want you to do us a favor if you're watching on Facebook. If you don't mind, hit the like button and hit the share button and let everybody know that you're watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, as it'll be broadcast on your page as well. Just reach over if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button, and then hit the share button. You'll help us get our message of our show out to an even broader audience. But guys, we want to welcome you tonight. We appreciate all of you joining us and inviting us into your homes tonight for a great hour of we don't have a clue what, but we will know when the show is over tonight. We're coming to you live from our studios at Enterprise, Georgia, our studios at Thompson Town Road, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio at the Old Fairgrounds at the Gray Hodges Park in the tent with the female Dracula. We're coming to you live all across the great United States of America and foreign countries where we are legal to broadcast. We're live in all 57 states and the state of Baker. And ladies and gentlemen, there will be no reruns on national TV this week at Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports.
Whoa.
In honor and respect of the passing of Queen Elizabeth, we will not have a rerun this week on any national broadcast television. But guys, we have made up for it. We've made up for no broadcast on national TV this week on the reruns. We are live tonight, largest ever, 125 inches television. 10 diagonal view, 125 inches. And we are live tonight at Seymour's Slingshots, sow ear sandwiches, stool softener, wart remover, vice grip prior repair, sewing needle sharpening, shoulder socket lubrication, non-explosive fireworks, and flatulent suppressors in the big town of Sycamore, Georgia.
Seymour is Sycamore.
Seymour is from Sycamore, and he's got us on 125 inches tonight.
What's his product? What kind of product you got?
Seymour's given us probably the most exposure that we've had in our career on television. Seymour's Slingshots, Sal's Ears Sandwiches, Stool Softener, Wart Remover, Vice Grip Plier Repair, Sewing Needle Sharpening, Shoulder Socket Lubrication, Non-Explosive Fireworks, and Flatulent Suppressors in Sycamore, Georgia.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a little something, Marvin. You better be careful with that stool softener and that flatulent suppressor, because you might have some explosive fireworks if you take them too close together.
I mean, you got some products here that don't seem to comminglate together. Stool softener and I guess flatulent suppressors would go in hand in hand with that.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
He's diverse. He's diverse.
He's diverse. Yes, he
is. Is he open 24 hours a day by chance? Because
yeah. Well, I'm sure.
Sharpening sewing needles.
I'm sure that there are a lot of ladies that go with their sewing needle sharpening. Yeah. So, hey guys, you that are watching and you go through the big city of Sycamore, y'all stop in and see your buddy Seymour. Tell him you heard about us on the Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, live and in color. Guys, need to get this out of the way at the very beginning. Want to go ahead and let you know tonight will be the last night that we broadcast on Saturday night, beginning this Thursday, September the 15th. Our show, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, will be moving to Thursday Night Live. We will keep the same time slot. We'll be on at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 o'clock Central Time, but that will be this Thursday, September the 15th. We'll put it again on the end of the show to remind you, but just wanted everybody to be aware. Tonight will be the last airing of the live Saturday night shows. They will be moving to Thursday Night Live, but here's what you can do. If you want to watch them on Saturday night, all you got to go do is go to our YouTube or our Facebook and you can pull it up from the live broadcast on Thursday, and you can watch it on Saturday. And so just want to let everybody know that. Help us get the word out, if you will, and you're on Facebook, please share that post that we put on there to try to let everybody know that the show is being moved to Thursday Night Live starting this Thursday, September the 15th, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central Time. Charlie, take it away. Good to have you back. Glad you're out of the hospital.
Thank you, thank you. Good to be back. And just a little reminder on top of that reminder, if you are one that does not excel in the knowledge of computers, like about 3 of the 4 of us have that problem, and you can't figure out, well, how can I go back and get a Thursday night show and carry it to Saturday night at 7 o'clock, or watch it anytime I want to? If you need more information on that, call the number on your screen 24 hours a day, and that man, I guarantee you, will let you know exactly how to do it. You agree,
Well,
Floyd?
Yeah, he'll guide you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, step by step by step by step.
but here, hey, let me throw this out to you. I told a lady this week. We have a great YouTube channel on YouTube. All of
That's
our
right.
videos are archived on there. If you miss a show, or just for some particular reason you want to go back and watch an episode, all of those are archived in order on our YouTube channel. Now they're on Facebook, but it's a whole lot easier to get to the reruns on our YouTube channel. So
How do they plug into the YouTube channel? What do they say? What do they type in?
they just chop in Dirt
YouTube.
Road Sports. Yeah, go to YouTube, and then when you get there and you search for Dirt Road Sports, and it will take you right to YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. Okay. All right. Good.
We have our own YouTube
We
channel.
learned something. We learned something tonight, y'all.
Exactly.
You can broadcast that up on your TV on YouTube.
I thought you had to have the book of faces to do all that kind of stuff.
Well, you don't have to have Facebook to watch us. We have you can watch us on Facebook, but we also have our own YouTube channel. So you don't have to have an account. You can go on to YouTube. You can watch it on your phone. YouTube app is totally free of charge, or you can stream it on your television on YouTube and watch it. And all the reruns are there from the day we began this show, 2.5, whatever, close to 3 years ago now.
I wonder what day did we start? That'd be interesting.
I'd have to pull that back up and look. It was during.
Don't worry about it. It's not important. But anyway, we've been doing it a while.
We started it as a one night, one time thing.
Yeah, it was in March. March of 2000. March of 2000.
No, March of 2020. March of 2020.
Yeah, 2020. That's what I meant. Yeah, that's when we started. I saw that the other day on one of my things on my computer, on my iPad, and it was the first night that we actually did that. Let me say this right quick. Thank you for all the prayers. I'm still undergoing treatment for this thing I have. And hope and pray that when the medicine goes away on Monday, the problems go away as well. So I appreciate all the prayers and well thoughts during this thing. I won't get this out of the way. I know somebody's going to do something on this, but it's on my heart to say this. We got so much stupidity going on in this country right now. I'm talking about just genuine stupidity with the administration, a bunch of liberal idiots, and unfortunately half the country is that way. And I don't want to take away from the Queen, her death this week. I want to say that the thing that I enjoyed hearing most about that was her relationship with Jesus Christ, her Savior. A lot of things have come out about that. And I wish the mainstream media, not just Fox, but the mainstream media would report on the things that Fox is reporting on. Her close relationship with Billy Graham, her getting Billy to go over there on numerous occasions.
They can't do that. They can't do that.
Well, I don't.
That's hate speech.
I know. But
hate speech.
I don't want us tonight to get lost. I want us to have some good times. But I want everybody to remember what tomorrow is, because I fear a great part of the population of this country, with all the stupidity, as we have said, is going on, and with all this going on with the Queen and all the media is attached to that, and college football tomorrow, 21 years ago. I can tell you where I was. I had done the show, gone back to the house. The TV was on Fox News, and I watched it all take place, and I'll never forget it. And
Mm-hmm.
nobody in this country needs to forget what happened 21 years ago, and the fact that that idiot, the brainless wonder, the DAMN Democrat in the White House, is letting terrorists come across our southern border all day, every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So don't forget it. Tomorrow, I know it's special to, sure enough, to Queasel because of the line of work that he's in. But we need to tomorrow when we go to our places of worship, or if you're going to be at home tomorrow, take that time and remember the lives that were lost and the sacrifices that have been made by many families since that day 21 years ago. And with that, Queasel, take it.
Well, Charlie, I'm so glad you brought it up. I was going to bring it up a little later. It is, and it is special to me, 9/11. But it's even become more special because I've been blessed to be able to do some things through the fire department and the fire service, and I've been blessed to meet and get to know some great people. And one of the greatest persons I've ever met, somebody that I am very, very honored to consider a friend, is a firefighter from New York City. He's a division chief now. At that time, he was a captain. His name's Jay Jonas, and he was a captain of Ladder 6, which was in the North Tower when it collapsed. And if you remember, there was a group of firemen and one elderly lady that survived that collapse. They were trapped in a stairway. They were trapped in stairway B, and I can't remember if it was National Geographic or the Discovery Channel. Somebody did a documentary show on it, and they play it every year. And Jay, through another good friend of mine, Jackie Gibbs, he's retired fire chief in Marietta. Uh, we got to know him through Jackie, and of all things, through Little League baseball. That's how we all got to know him. He's come down to Georgia twice and told that story. And I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I just want to tell this one little piece to kind of put a little bit of an exclamation point on what you said. They survived it, but he told this that when they all got to the tower, and he was working out of Chinatown, so he was pretty close. Ladder 6 was based out of Chinatown, and when they all got to the tower and everything went in, and they went in to get their assignments, the chief was in there. The division chief for that area was in there, and as gave out the assignment, he looked at him and he said, "God," he said, "you got to go up." He said, that's it. We got to go up. We got to go get them. And Jay said, as he said that, as he looked around the room, there was firefighters, captains, lieutenants, chiefs that had been on the fire department with him for over 20 years. And he said, before we packed up, loaded up, and started climbing the stairs, we knew that would be the last time that we probably would see one another. And he said he walked around and he hugged every one of them. They all hugged each other, told them they loved them, how special they were to him, how long it meant. And out of that entire group that was in that base there at the bottom of that tower, he was the only one that survived. It was him and his squad, and then there was one more lieutenant, I think, that come in, and then the lady. That was it. That was all that survived out of it. And I've heard him tell the story twice. I cried till I couldn't, and I'd have to go change shirts. Usually, when you go somewhere like that and you have a speaker, and we had it at one of the times at the Marriott in Savannah, and I know y'all have heard me tell this. Usually, when you have a speaker like that, when they take a break, people leave and they don't come back. Well, everybody come back. Not only that, the hotel allowed the staff. They got in there and heard and figured out what was going on. They allowed the staff to come into that banquet room and hear the rest of that story. One of the most moving things I've ever seen. So you are exactly right. We need to never, ever forget September the 11th. You are so right. So right.
So many people, 3,000, almost 3,000 people gave their life that day, and that's tomorrow. 21 years tomorrow. It's almost unimaginable that it's been 21 years have passed
True.
by. Guys, I do need to give this shout out right here. We have got, this could be a first for us here. Attorney Billy Shingler is tuning in tonight from Punta Allen, Mexico, watching us live in the country.
Salute.
Worldwide. Worldwide.
We
All 57 states. How many sunken islands and foreign countries? Everywhere.
We are live. I mean, folks don't. We live in Mexico tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, right
I
now.
wonder how big a screen TV they got down there.
I don't know about how big a screen. It ain't as big as Seymour's. I
It ain't
promise
big
you.
as Seymour's. Seymour's
Now,
got them all week.
we just got a hot item off the news. This just came off of the international news, and I have got to put it up here. They asked us, we get the wire. The AP used to call them the wire. Somehow they got a hold of the wheel, and Meghan Markle has opened her inheritance from the Queen.
Man, she loaded up, did she?
This is not even hit BBC or Fox News yet. You're hearing it first right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show.
Hey.
What the Queen left Meghan Markle.
If she lives out there in California, that won't even buy a plain McDonald's hamburger with them old dried onions on it.
We scooped them all. We scooped them on that one, didn't we, Marvin? Where else can you get information like that other than with us? You can't get it nowhere else.
No.
You know that on CNN.
You can write it down. Even the BBC does not have that information yet.
They got it. Nobody got it but us.
Right. And we have now transitioned that information to the country of Mexico via one of our viewers down in Mexico.
One of steady viewers. He's steady. He's steady with us every Saturday night.
He's
hooked up. Yes, sir.
Charlie, I know tomorrow is also September the 11th, but we want to give another shout out. Tomorrow is also Grandparents' Day. And we want to give a big shout out. I know we got a lot of grandparents that watch our show, and we want to give a big shout out to all the grandparents out there. I tell you what, I loved mine. I was fortunate enough to be a grown man when all of mine had passed away, and my grandparents made a huge impact on my life. And we want to wish a happy Grandparents' Day to everybody out there tomorrow, as we also remember in a solemn occasion what happened on September the 11th. Speaking of other national news, and I'm not trying to take this, I'm on a roll here. We keep getting these in. Right here, this is some brand new information here that has come across. These are the health leaders in America, Belgium, Canada, and Britain. And
dang.
What is I'm assuming we could do a poll here of which do you think would be the healthiest health leader to pick? The American, the Belgium, the Canadian, or the Britain health leader?
Well,
as we look, we kind of see the American health leader here. He does not know what he or she is, but is the number 2 person in health and human services in America.
I tell you one thing about that person. He eats well.
Yeah, they all of them except that Canadian, and she don't look like a Canadian. I don't know where she come from.
She is straight from Singapore. They ain't no Canadian.
Singapore, that's where she come from. Singapore, and so she's the head of the Canadian health. So yeah, that's like they got that great socialized medicine up there.
Let me say this, and I joined the ranks, but me and Mama health leader from Belgium have been too heavy on the Big Macs and fries.
You think?
That old gal from Britain there look like she can mash them down pretty strong too.
Yeah, she didn't eat.
But
That's this is the truth,
listen,
y'all. This is 100% the truth right here.
Hey,
Belgium, Britain, and Canada does look like women.
yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
I
they
mean,
do. Yeah, they do look
if
like
I
women.
was
They
if
do
I
look
was
like
Somewhat,
American
yeah.
they
there,
ugly women, but they look like women.
the
We got them
American
beat.
one, she whooped some whatever it is, whooped some old. If I was that one, I'd go back to being a man.
We got it. We got them beat. We got them beat with perverts.
Ain't
We got it. We got them
ain't
beat. We win the prize.
ain't none of them ever worked for Mary Kay or Avon, either one. I don't think.
No.
Or Weight Watchers.
All right, here we go. We had one of our viewers text in and said they are not he, she, they are to be called its. So
Oh,
So
They
that's
to be
what is
called
it? The
what?
pronoun. That's the pronoun they
yeah,
choose.
their pronoun is it. They are its.
It.
Now
That's
Yeah,
careful,
close.
you're
Weasel.
right.
Careful there, Queasel.
That's
Yeah.
close.
Easy now. Back off. Yeah. Lord.
mm,
Lord help us. That's
That's
all I say.
close.
Lord have
Hey,
mercy on us.
yeah.
Have mercy on us, a sinner. Woo.
It is a shame you ain't having to make that up, do you know? It's an
We ain't got to
absolute
make
no,
it up.
shame.
We don't have to make stuff up.
no.
Folks
Well,
think
look
we make
here,
stuff up, nothing but the truth.
Floyd. I ain't seen you, and I know I'm putting you on the spot because I know you don't know I was even going to ask you this question tonight.
Uh-oh.
But the other day, you and Charlie both were out. We know what happened to Charlie. He done went to Sycamore and got some stew softener and some of that flatulent stuff. We know what was wrong with Charlie.
He went
We
to
got him.
Oh,
What we want to know is how did you come out in the gas siphoning contest when you filled in for me out there in San Francisco?
about like you did, about like you did. But they had what was happening out there. I got tricked into it. They had I was reading about it, and man, I loved it. I grew up out there at Bellevue. The Bellevue community. They used to call that community out there where I was born and all out in there, kind of a low area in there around the Jarrett Pond and all that. They call that area Bait, Bait. That was the name of Bellevue when it was first settled out there. And used to love to grunt fish bait. Man, I learned how to grunt fish bait from G.W. Grant. They could get them stopped. They
He
take
could
them
do
out.
it now.
Yeah, he grunt some fish bait now. Learned how to
GW
grunt
could
down
do
there
it.
around the Gator Hole and the Jarrett Pond and all. He take that plow point, and rub it across that thing. Bottom plow point for y'all up in any of y'all that's listening up in Martha's Vineyard. It's a farm implement part. It's a farm implement, a bottom plow, turning plow point. And anyway, I was looking at they had it was advertising it was a worm fiddling contest in
Oh,
San Francisco,
Oh
and
yeah.
it was a worm fiddling. I got my ticket all bought up and everything, and got my suit of clothes and got my got my stab, and got my plow point and all that, and got right ready to go. And I said I better check this thing out about the worm fiddling contest. That's what some folks call it down here around what little place over there in the Panhandle of Florida.
Stop chopping.
Worm fiddling. I say, yeah, we just call it. They just
they they
word
they have
study.
a they have a competition every year, Festival on the Rivers in Geneva. That's one of the big
Yeah,
attractions is
yeah.
the worm fiddling contest.
Worm filling contest. I said, well, they just being proper with it. They ain't call it grunting. That's what we always call it, grunt. Grunt fish bait. Take that plow point and rub it across that stuff. Had the worm filling contest. But anyway, I got ready to go and got him automobile and rode up to Atlanta to catch the airplane. I said, I'm sitting in the airport there. I said, well, let me check this thing out a little bit more on the worm fiddling contest in San Francisco. No, 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 no,
You didn't want no part of that.
no. So the things they showed on there, the worm fiddling they was doing. Ooh, no, son. I tell you what, I got back in my automobile and come right on. And I couldn't be on. I didn't get back in time. But I said,
so
I'm
Floyd,
glad I
let me
did. I'm glad I checked it out. I come on there and have my plow point and my star with me. Man, I said, son, I wish I'd have done this before I drove all the way to Atlanta to the
But you
airport.
didn't fiddle no worms.
I didn't feel no one, but they were doing some worm fiddling now. They were showing how they was fiddling worms and doing all that kind of stuff. I mean, it was all men's, but anyway,
Was it
I take
different?
it.
Was it a different type of event than what's at Sock Choppy?
yeah, it's different than
Yeah.
Sock Choppy. Different than Sock Choppy and
I,
other places.
I take it didn't involve a plow point or a brick bat.
They didn't have no platform, no platform, no brick bat, none of that. I said, "Whoa, thank you, Lord, for exposing that to
And
me."
I'm supposing you couldn't fish with it either.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Okay.
But I come on back home. I come on back to the house. I said,
we're
"This
glad.
ain't for me. This ain't for old Floyd."
Yeah.
Well, Marvin said that while you was out there, that Nancy Pelosi had invited you to eat ice cream
No,
with
I
her.
didn't. I
Did you?
didn't go. I didn't never leave.
You didn't go.
No, I didn't go. I couldn't eat with
He
it. I
said
couldn't hang with Nancy with the ice cream. You had to wear your pair of rubber boots to get to where the ice cream is. So I passed on that.
he
I
said
think
he
I'm gonna
didn't
stay
feel
away
like
from
you was
San
gonna go.
Francisco. This ain't my place. I should have known better to start with, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you going to take my place in the gas siphoning contest.
Yeah, yeah.
I do.
That wasn't. That's we need to leave them folks alone.
I think I agree with you.
Don't waste no more time with them.
We
He
need to
still
move
have on
on.
his little fishnet shirt.
Oh yeah. They had some. They were showing how to siphon gas, but didn't have no gas.
Guys, let me go ahead and throw this reminder up one more time
Woo!
during the middle of the show right here. Remind everybody.
Good job. That needed to be cut short.
I'm gonna have to hold off.
You got a commercial you need to go to.
Let me see. If I can get
R2.
that,
Yeah.
that would come out of left field. But anyway, tonight will be the last night we will be broadcasting on Saturday night. We are moving the show. Show is being moved to Thursday night live, same time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. We just want to make sure everybody knows. Do not forget, we will be on this Thursday, September the 15th, and the Thursdays therefore following, unless something happens and we have to not be live. Of course, we'll let you know. But want to remind you, tonight will be the last Saturday night. Our show will be moving to Thursday night. Let everybody know about it. Help us get the word out. And again, if you're not able to watch on Thursday nights, then you can watch it the same time on Saturday night. Just go to our YouTube channel, Dirt Road Sports, and you can click on the Thursday night episode and you can watch it as if we were live at that particular juncture. Just trying to let everybody out there know about it. And again, we appreciate you joining us tonight. And believe it or not, we are already at that time, y'all. It is trivia time.
Uh-oh.
Southern Hissy Fits, embroidered tees, tumblers, and gifts and more. 109 West College Street, Colquitt, Georgia. Trivia time. Go see them at Hissy Fits, Southern Hissy Fits. They'll do anything in the world for you, from embroideries, tees, tumblers, gifts, and more. Floyd is a testimonial customer. If you got any questions, you can ask Floyd B. Lloyd about them. They do great work. All right, here is the what the winner will receive. Our enamel campfire logoed coffee mug, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show logo. All you got to do is text the correct answer 229-254-5060, 229-254-5060. Correct answer and your name. I need the correct answer. That is the full correct answer. Let me go ahead and get all that cleared out before Floyd jumps in. The full, complete, correct answer and your name, and you'll win this mug. If you live outside of where we are, we'll mail that mug to you and get it out to you pretty quick. 229-254-5060 is the number to text the correct answer and your name. All right, here's the trivia question of the week, guys. In the movie and or book To Kill a Mockingbird, how does Mr. Cunningham pay Atticus Finch for legal work? Let me repeat it one more time. In the movie and or book To Kill a Mockingbird, which is a classic, how does Mr. Cunningham pay Atticus Finch for legal work? I need the correct answer. 229-254-5060. If you're the first one to send the correct answer with your name attached, you will be the winner of a Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show logoed enamel mug. Compliments of Southern Hissy Fits on the square in Colquitt as part of the Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show Southern Hissy Fits trivia time right here live. All right, guys, I'm waiting for our answer.
I can't help you on that one. I ain't never read that book.
All right, once again,
it's a great classic.
All right, got one here. No, we got one. We got one that texted in and said bring food from his farm. That's close. That's that, but we got to have the exact answer. Got to have the exact answer. In the movie and/or book To Kill a Mockingbird, how does Mr. Cunningham pay Atticus Finch for his legal work? In the
movie, does it count if somebody texts me?
Yeah, we'll take it if they text you. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take that. Yeah.
Well, Floyd's cousin up in Hall County texted food and firewood.
No, sir. That is not the correct answer. Someone just
you got to condense it.
Yeah, someone just sent in a dozen eggs. That is not the correct answer either. In the movie or book To Kill a Mockingbird, how does Mr. Cunningham pay Atticus Finch for legal work? We need the specific answer. Let's see here what we got. Man, we got them coming. Oh, we got a winner!
Oh,
We got the winner right here. She was the first one to get the reel. Now they're coming in from everywhere, but here is the winner, none other than Floyd, Miss Jackie Whitaker from Colquitt, Georgia. Used to work at the bank. Guys, here's the correct answer: a bag of hickory nuts. That is the correct answer: a bag of hickory nuts. And the winner this week of the enamel campfire mug from Southern Hissy Fits is Miss Jackie Whitaker from right here in Colquitt, Georgia. She was the very first one to get the correct answer. We got several that came in after her, but she got the correct answer first. We had all kind of other answers, but the correct answer to the question was hickory nuts, a bag.
Right. He brought them in a bag. He delivered them in a bag. And I encourage y'all to read that book. And watch the movie. Gregory Peck's in the movie. It's a great movie, but the book is good too. And of course, the book's been banned in many libraries across the country, across the United States, for obvious reasons. It took place in the South. You had black people and white people, and for obvious reasons, it's been banned in a lot of big libraries, big towns, big cities. But it's a great book. Read that book, and if you will, when you get through reading that book, you tell me what the spirit of that book is, what it's about, and it'll be completely opposite of what these big city libraries and school systems claim that it is. They claim it's a racist.
Amen.
Nothing racist about it.
It is a classic. It's a classic.
You will learn something about the South. If you up there in Martha's Vineyard, you need to read the book, and then you'll learn a little bit something about the South in the 30s. The South in the 30s, not the South yesterday. But it's a great book. Congratulations, Jackie, on it. That's good. I hope you enjoy your mug. And while we're on that topic, our friend Bill Brown in Baker County, he won not long ago, and we were to get autographs on the cup and get to him. Have we transpired with that?
Have you autographed it yet?
I have not.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of where we at. Yeah,
that's where we're at.
I hadn't either, but
on me, I was wanting to assign blame to myself.
I hadn't seen the cup, Floyd. Have you seen the cup?
I have not. Have you
seen the cup, Charlie?
This is the first I'm hearing about this now.
I can do a lot of things, but I can't write my name on something I ain't seen.
All right, here's the thing.
Well, whoa. Let me say something. I think maybe Marvin might be holding. I don't know about you, Queasel. He has to work with you, and it's different. But I think he may be holding a little grudge against me and Floyd about something, and only we can. Floyd and Nadine and I went to the Crooked Creek Baptist Church here a few Sundays ago to hear the Henson family.
Ooh,
and it was a blessing. And I mean, you can't get no more better than what we enjoyed that. But I think what happened was Marvin saw us put money in the love offering for the Henson family and failed to see us put any money in his strong box that he has out front that you're supposed to pay when you go in the door. Now, Floyd, am I exaggerating on this? Huh?
I missed that. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. I didn't know it was there.
Oh, you didn't
But
see
I
the
know
box?
next time. I
Oh,
You
didn't see
didn't
the
see
box.
the box?
I
You
didn't see
can't
the
see
box.
the
I was too
fashion
busy.
signs he's got up there where he's got an arrow coming down said, put your money here.
I
there's
missed
a
it.
You
neon,
didn't.
Floyd, there's
You
a
didn't
neon
have,
sign hanging above it with an arrow said, put your money here.
You didn't
Marvin, you didn't
see.
have your
You didn't.
sign plugged up?
I missed it. I mean, I
That's
was
what
too excited about the sale.
Well,
yeah.
here's the other thing. Over there where the Hensons were set up selling their music in the front, there was a little bit of cabinetry work being done where Marvin's going to ATM machine out there.
I've
You didn't
seen
know
it.
about that? Yeah.
No,
Nothing
man,
wrong with that.
No,
we
he's
changed
just
the
gonna
sign.
replace them. He's been had ATM machines out there. He's gonna replace them. They all back there in the back hall
Marvin
by
wants
the
to give
bathroom.
everybody equal opportunities.
Yeah, let me get this out before I forget it. Mr. Bill Brown, if you are watching, we have not got your mug. Baby. It is in escrow. And as soon as I can get the Sharpie autographs on that one, we're gonna get it to you. And for waiting, we might even send Trey one along with it.
There you go. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I tell
We
you who
need to
didn't
make up
wait
to him
on
because
his, Floyd.
he called me and said I'm gonna put it on my mantelpiece. So I want your autographs on there. So it's some memorabilia. So
Yep.
Hey
you do
Floyd,
that.
I can tell you who didn't have to wait on his. It was hand delivered.
Who is that?
The sheriff, the new sheriff.
Mhm,
The day that he
mhm.
got me the sheriff, his cup was he brought a cup to him.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's trying to gain favor with him, ain't he?
Now you
Oh,
talk.
he just happened to be
Uh,
there, and
no,
I got it to him.
no.
Yeah, we got us a new sheriff right now, y'all. Everybody listening in out there, Mr. Jimmy
Good
Holt. I
one.
don't know if y'all know about that or not, but he's been in law enforcement ever since he's been about 13, 14 years old up there on the square in Cogwood, Georgia, up there with Buck Tab and them on that little old police booth up there. He knowed everything that went on. He know that he can remember everything. He got a mind like a steel trap. He remembers things that I don't even remember, things that I forgot. He still remembers them because he's been there in law enforcement ever since he's been old enough. Before he's old enough to drive an automobile,
Yeah.
he was, and he's our sheriff. So
Yep.
y'all pray for old Jimmy. We glad to have him, and he's going to do for the time being he's there. Don't know how long he's going to be there. He's an interim sheriff appointed, and we just we're proud to
Look
have
right
him. We're
there.
proud that he's our friend. I put it like that.
Look at
Amen.
here, living testament, enjoying it and coffee out of it right now as we're on the show.
That's
Yes,
what he
sir.
said. Mhm.
Queasel, how'd you jump
Yes,
on
sir.
the other side of me?
You know, I ain't got nothing to do with the control.
Yeah, let me.
We all in Marvin's handbook. He moves us wherever he wants us.
I'll move you back.
And hey, he'll cut you out too if he decides he wants to do that. He can turn you off. He can go to a commercial. He can mute you. He can do all that kind of stuff.
He
Yeah,
got the button.
Charlie's internet signal is weak. It's down in the red right now. I see it
Mhm.
down in the red right there. While he's getting back there, tell me about this right here, Charles Pickle turnip patch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll put it up, Val. Put it on the screen so I can see it. I can't see
Man,
it
ain't they
right now.
pretty?
I don't see him, but I know what it looks
I
like.
see.
It's up there.
He got
Pretend you can see it.
I'm gonna tell y'all something now. Look at them rows too. Look at them straight rows he got there. Look at them straight rows. And him and Miss Pam got out there and planted them things and got his sprinklers all up there on the side. They're gonna be irrigated. Turnip patch, mustard patch, rutabaga patch, radish patch. He got it right there. He can feed everybody around Bass's Bridge if he wants to. I promise you with turnip greens. He'll say, yeah, come get you a mess of greens. I can't tell you how many turnip greens that I have eaten out there that he's grown. Said, come here, y'all, come on out here and get you a mess of greens. I remember when old Big Fish Ingram was living over here, my next door neighbor. Man, he said, Charles got any greens? I said, I know he has. So we'd go out there and get a mess of greens. He loved greens. Old Big Fish loved greens like nobody's business because he was raised in the South. But that's some pretty greens right there, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
It
That's a
is.
lot of them too.
That's a lot
Plenty.
of that's some greens. That's some seed in the ground right there, buddy.
Guys, we gotta throw this up. I didn't get time to record one. We got a brand new sponsor tonight, Outlaw Farms in Colquitt, Georgia,
Look at
selling
that.
fresh, cleaned, boiling peanuts by the bushel,
There you
wholesale
go.
or retail. Mister Brandon
Mm-hmm.
Chambliss. That number on the
Brandon
phone
Campbell.
right
Yes,
there.
sir.
All you got to do is pick up the phone and call that number right there. Outlaw Farms in Colquitt, Georgia. Cleaned, boiled, fresh peanuts by the bushel. They done been picked. They done been washed. They are ready for boiling right now. And he'll sell them to you either wholesale or retail. If you want a bunch of them for boiling, give him a call, and he'll hook up with you. He also is going to be set up in different locations over the next few weeks, and will be having his peanut boiling going on. He was in Colquitt on Highway 27 on Friday selling boiled peanuts and fried pork rinds. So Bookie, I don't know if
Where
Bookie,
was Bookie? I got to call Bookie. He don't know nothing about it. I got to call him.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
when they get the mullet row, when the mullet row gets ready, that's what you can bet. And
And,
Bookie
and,
will be there.
and some cane juice. Bookie
Yes, sir.
will be ready.
When they start squeezing some cane
Sir.
out of them stalks to get that fresh juice, Bookie
Yep.
will be there. I'm not, and he is not going to need any stew softener after he gets his
And he will eat boiled peanuts, fried pork rinds, mullet roe, and cane juice all at the same setting.
at the same set, at the same stop. So will.
Guys, go ahead. He's got them right now. He's got them. They're fresh. They're
Don't
ready.
call him. Call
Call
old Brandon. Yes, sir.
Hey,
wholesale or retail. You can get as many or as little as you want. He does them by the bushel. Outlaw Farms. That's his number. His name is Mr. Brandon Chambliss. He's located right here in Colquitt, Georgia. I'm sure he travels a little bit, so if he needs to meet you with him, I'm sure he'd be willing to do that too. If you need to get a hold of him and you can't remember this number, just text me and I'll send you his number. Outlaw Farms, fresh, clean, boiled peanuts, boiling peanuts by the bushel. Give him a call, Mr. Brandon Outlaw Farms. There's the number.
Hey, he
Wow.
had them lined up. He had them lined up Friday. I went by out there where he was twice. Both time I come by, he was scooping and selling. I'm telling you, he had them lined up.
Ain't nothing no better. Ain't nothing no better than a good boiled South Georgia peanut. Now they get them out of Florida. Some folks get them out of Florida and Virginia and all that. They ain't the same. They ain't like they are from around here, man.
Hey, Floyd, there's one right there. Rhonda Pate says she loves them Bookie stories.
Ooh, woo. Man, I got some bookie stories. I got to start telling them. I got to start telling y'all a story or two along. And
Yeah, you do.
yeah,
Yeah, you do.
y'all know who Bookie here. Yeah, did I tell y'all about Boogie had a new girlfriend?
I didn't know he
Yeah,
had
Boogie had a new girlfriend. Her name was Waver Jean.
a
And,
waiver. Jean.
Waver Jean. And Waver Jean, she just snuff like Bookie do. She always keep a charge in her mouth like that. Anyway, Waver Jean, she's large. Waver Jean's an extra large lady. And anyway, Waver Jean went to the doctor and go get a checkup. And her and Bookie been courting pretty good while. Anyway, he got her in there, and checking the blood pressure and the pulse and the oxygen level and tapping on the back and everything. He says, how about stepping up here on these scales? Miss Waver Jean, let me weigh you. So she stepped up on there, scale, man. I was like, shoo! It went on over past 300. And he said, old doctor said, woo, said, Miss Wave Jean says, woo, said, you're a big lady, says, why, said, you could play with the Green Bay Packers. And she said, well, I'll tell you what. She said, that might be true. I could play with the Green Bay Packers, but I don't play with nobody's Packer except Bookies.
That sounds like true love there, boy. That's true love. True love.
That's all for the night.
Mm,
That's
Oh,
enough.
mm.
Lord help. Well, it's close to time. Here we go. It's that time once again. Time for Floyd's Short Lists and More. Brought to you by Berry Hill Auctioneers. Berry Hill Auctioneers, our sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of the great, the world famous Floyd's Short Lists and More. And now, please make welcome Mr. Floyd B. Lloyd.
Yeah, thank you for sponsoring us there, man, in perpetuity. I hope you're doing well out there. And I don't know if you're in Colorado or where you are, but he's somewhere in transit somewhere. I guarantee you, TC Bear Hill is. Short list. This is a short list, right? We're gonna start out with some of my favorite subjects, Muslims. Here's a short list: Muslim game wardens. Other than Michelle Obama, women on Martha's Vineyard that shave daily. People on Martha's Vineyard that have smoked more weed than Barack Obama. Hotels and convenience stores in America that are owned by someone other than a Patel.
Yep.
That's a pretty short list now.
Oh, let's see. Pentecostal church members that fall asleep during sermons. How you think that'd go over, Marvin? How you think when Brother Leon he's back out. So how you think that'd go over with Brother Leon? He back out and fell over asleep. With the reverend up there.
Hey, that preacher, he get bearing down on it one time, it scared him slam to death when he woke up.
His false teeth would jump out. Here's one right here. Hair plugs, capped teeth, and facelifts that Joe Biden has refused to have. People in the Biden administration that are sane. That's a short list. That's a real short list.
I don't even think they got a list.
That's a short
I don't
list.
even think they got a list. They ain't got nobody to put on that list.
That's shorter than Michelle Obama. Anybody on Martha's Vineyard shaving more? I'm talking about shaving a face more than Here's one. I was on a serious note. Here's one y'all we're gonna have to contend with: electronic voting machines that cannot be hacked.
Ah.
I don't think they make such a thing.
All y'all Democrats out there, all y'all firebrand Democrats, tell me about a voting machine that can't be hacked. Anything can be hacked. So, all right, things other than money and fame that Jane Fonda likes about living in America. Money and fame. She don't like nothing else about it. Things that liberals create other than, listen to me closely. Things that liberals create other than economic hardship, lawlessness, racial turmoil, high taxes, high gas prices, and on and on and on. It's just a few right there. Pentecostals that have appeared on the TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Wait, hit the rewind button.
Yeah, go.
You want to hit the rewind button on the Pentecostals?
Yeah.
Pentecostals that have appeared on the TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's short list too, baby. Lord have mercy, no. And here's the last one on. I'm gonna leave my Pentecostals alone. Pentecostals preachers that deliver a short sermon. It's the last and certainly not least, including his bladder and his bowels, things that Joe Biden has any control over. And y'all, That's it for the
Oh,
night.
boy, you were
Mm.
quick tonight. Now you had it. I started it.
Yeah.
I was giving you some running time.
Mhm. That's it. I can go back to some of those old reruns, but that's about all I can come up with tonight. That's enough. That's enough. That you can't. Marvin, see, that's the thing about it. You got to use moderation. See, do y'all hear me? Y'all, Charlie,
I hear
Queezer,
you.
you hear me? That's a word
I,
Marvin is not un. He is unfamiliar with
yeah.
moderation.
That's
Uh,
right.
Marvin,
Racing.
let me ask you something. I seen on the Facebook this evening that you had a picture of your great grandpa, Boss
Yes,
Roland,
sir.
with all his grandchildren and great grand. Your picture is in there.
Yes, sir.
If you got that picture, show you, but you can put it. You probably can't. You
Um,
can't show it up there. But
if I can,
if you could, I'd love to see it. I'd love to ask you a question about it.
yeah,
But it's
right.
lovely
Uh-oh.
family for all those children and grandchildren. Mr. Boss Roland and his wife's name. I can tell you what his wife's name was. Her name was Margie. It's Margie. Ain't that right, Marvin?
That's exactly right. She was
I
Margie
remember
Gray.
her from school. She
Yep.
worked in the cafeteria, and Mr. Boss was the janitor. He was at the school for years. He kept the
Yep.
furnace going, if you will.
He was
The
there when I was there.
coal powered furnace, and
That's
he was
right.
he'd come by there every day and they'd sweep them halls clean, man. And they had that stuff they throw out on the floor, like you
Yep.
go to the juke joints, they throw out cornmeal all on the floor for folks get that. He'd put that stuff out there. It smelled good. It had like a pine scent to it. Probably had turpentine or what. They'd sweep them floors. They'd clean that. Man, our schools was spotless. And the lunchroom, oh man, that's some of the best groceries I ever eaten in my life. They'd cook them old great big lima beans and I mean dry lima beans, and made some good biscuits. You remember them biscuits? Y'all remember them? I know you probably do, please. Marvin may not remember. Made good biscuits and milk, good butter and good milk. Everything was so good. I loved to eat at the school. I think it cost what 15 cents, something like that, for the lunch.
Yeah.
I was going
That's
to
All
school.
right.
about right.
Here it is right there. There's the
Here's the
picture.
picture. Yeah, put a picture up. I'm gonna ask you a question about it. All right.
All right. Wait a
Okay,
minute now.
y'all
That's
see the
old.
Marvin is the one back there. That's Mr. Boss with all his grandyoungers and man, all them blonde headed children and all. The blondest one back there, y'all see him back there. Y'all know who Marvin is. The little girl, who's that little girl got a hand on your head there, Marvin?
That is my cousin Darby Rowland. Darby
Darby.
Godfrey. Darby
All right,
Rowland
here's
Godfrey.
my question. Here's my question. I'm looking at it. All right, is that a calf or a puppy that you're choking?
It's my mama's arm.
Oh, okay. It looks like a calf. Looks like you got a calf head in there,
Yeah,
and
it
with
does.
a hammerlock on him. It's what it looks
It
like.
does.
It's
It
what it
does
looks
look
like.
like
It's a
a little.
newborn Angus calf.
What year was that, Marvin?
That's a,
Uh,
so you're twisting your mama's arm. So you've got
yeah,
her in a hammerlock.
but it does look like a little old Angus calf right there.
It looks
That
like an Angus calf. I looked. I said, "What is he choking? That's a calf. That's a little old newborn Angus calf." And he found out there and grabbed him and drug him up there away from his mama and is choking him.
yeah.
So,
All right,
but
let
I
me tell
see
you about
now.
this.
I see
I'm
now.
gonna
I can
say
make it out now.
I'm gonna say that would have been in the late '70s. It was right there at Daddy Boss. We called him Daddy Boss. Daddy Boss's
Yeah,
house, right
yeah,
there on Bellevue Road. That's
yeah.
me. That's my mama. That I'm grabbing behind her is Darby Rowland Godfrey. Down the front is my cousin Tara Rowland. Then next to her is Anna Rowland Willis. Then Caroline Rowland Rains. And
Mm-hmm.
then the one laying in her lap is Dina Rowland Anderson. She lives up in North Georgia. That's my Uncle JB's daughters. Daddy Boss is holding Libby Rowland, which was the baby of Uncle Billy and Aunt Pat's, and my brother, the little bitty round ball headed one, is my brother, Kyle Thomas. And he was
Good
born in
night.
'77, so that's around '77 or '78. Coming on around the boy in the red shirt, my first second cousin Gray Rowland. He died year before last with COVID. And that's Lance Rowland with hugging him, and then the other one right beside me with his brother's arm on him is Cleve Rowland, and that was all of
Hmm.
us. I was actually a great grandchild. Mama and all the
Yeah.
rest of them were grandchildren, and then my brother and myself, we were great grandchildren. But that
Mm-hmm.
was all of us at one time together. In I'm gonna say it would either been in probably '77, because Kyle was born in January of '77, and that looks Kyle's is still a real baby there, and so that would have probably been in 1977 right there. on Bellevue Road in Daddy Boss's yard.
Yep, I know right. Where is that? Lord have mercy. But I
Yep.
saw that's you. You had some kind of white hair, Marvin, when you was a baby. It was
Oh,
just like, I mean, you were blonde. You was a real blonde.
yep,
It went on
yep,
to you until your adulthood too. Didn't it? When you were blonde the whole time
yeah. Now
until you started
gray.
getting gray headed.
Yeah,
You got whiskers too. Your whiskers is all gray and everything. Anyway, that
All
happened.
right, Charlie. We are 3 minutes till. Take us home.
All right. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate it. Don't forget, starting this Thursday night, we'll be coming to you on Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. And that'll be every Thursday night starting this coming Thursday. Thank you for your prayers. And we just thank you for joining us each and every Saturday night, which will now be a Thursday night deal. And pray for our nation, pray for one another. And for goodness sakes, tomorrow, don't forget what happened 21 years ago. We need to remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, their lives, and in the worst attack on this nation in its history. And keep that in mind, and all the families involved in that, first responders involved in that, pray for them and their families. All right, back to you, Mr. Queasel.
Thank you, Charlie. Hey, thank y'all for letting us come in, spend a little time with y'all, and letting us come into your house, and with all the foolishness that we keep coming on, because that's about all we got going on is foolishness. And but that's okay. We figured out the secret to life is laughing and being happy. And see, when you know what's going to happen, and you know whose team you're on, if you're on the right team and you know how the end's going to work out, you can be happy and you can laugh, and that's what we are. We happy, we laugh, we hope we can make you laugh. We hope to make you smile a little bit. That's all we want to do is try to take away some of the stress and the burdens that this old world throw on you. Let me tell you something. Life will throw you a curveball right quick. Charlie and I both are prime examples of that, you know, and I still want to thank everybody that prayed for me. I am God did a miracle in my life that I don't nowhere near deserve, but I am forever more grateful and thankful that He done it, and I just want Him to get the glory. Uh, People ask me how I'm doing, and I'm getting a little stronger, getting a little better every day. I still got a little ways to go, but climbing back in there, and things are doing really, really well. We are honored that y'all think enough of us to let us spend some time with you. We discussed this moving to Thursday night deal, and we feel like for everybody involved that it'll be better. So we're gonna try it and see how it works. We hope y'all come in with us and join us, because it's just like I say, we honored that you think enough of us to do that. And don't, like Charlie said, please don't forget tomorrow. Please don't forget what tomorrow is. If you see somebody that works in the first responder business, whether they're in law enforcement, EMS, fire, rescue, hospital, whatever it is, anything that falls in that category, our service members, thank them. Thank them for what they do. And because it's men and women like them that help us be able to do the things that we're able to do. We love y'all, and hope that everybody is just had a good week. And Floyd, you go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, I ain't just gonna close out. We had a great time. Enjoyed being with y'all. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, great people. We proud to call y'all our friends, and we love y'all. We love where we live. We love this community that we live in, and like I say, we tell nothing but the truth. And uh, we if you don't like it, you don't probably just don't need to tune us in, because that's what we are. Got three things I want to leave you with. First thing I want to leave you with is exercise your Second Amendment rights. Second thing, be vigilant. And the third thing, when you lay down in your bed at night to go to sleep, you go to sleep thanking God for what all He's done for you today, how many blessings He has given you, and you'll be
Amen.
asleep before you can get to the end of your blessings. I promise you.
Mhm.
We love y'all. See y'all Thursday night. Same channel,
Yep.
same time. Go ahead, Marvin.
For those of you that might be relatives of hers, did want to repeat this again because it's not hit BBC, but Meghan Markle did get $5 left to her from the Queen as she passed away. Make sure all of you that or might be related to her can make sure that you get your part of that inheritance. Guys, tomorrow,
That's
Oh
good,
yeah.
Marvin. That's
hey,
good right there. I don't care who you are. That's good.
Grandparents' Day to all you grandparents out there. We love you and appreciate you. And also, don't ever forget tomorrow is the 21st anniversary of one of the most horrific acts of terrorism ever on the continental United States. Let's remember those that gave their lives and those that continue to fight for our freedoms. And finally, we want to remind you Thursday night, September 15th, will be our first Thursday night show. Show is moving to Thursday night. Help us get the word out. It's on our Facebook page. Share it on your page so everybody knows that our new night is Thursday Night Live, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Central Standard. And if you happen to want to still watch us on Saturday night, go over to our YouTube channel and you can pull up all of our archived reruns and watch them anytime you please. You know what tomorrow is. It's the Lord's Day. I want to encourage you to go to church tomorrow if you're able to. Get in the house of God and worship Him and give Him His due because He is worthy of our praise.
Yes, sir.
Today's scripture says, even to your old age and gray hairs, I am He. I am He who will sustain you. I have made you and I will carry you. I will sustain you and I will rescue you. From the book of Isaiah. Powerful words in the scripture of God. Even that as we get gray hairs, God will never leave us. God will never forsake us. He will be with us to the very end. Guys, we love y'all. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us, inviting us into your homes. We look forward to seeing you again Thursday night, September the 15th. We love y'all. Have a blessed week. Keep your head up. Keep trusting in the Lord no matter how hard things may get. And always, no matter what you do in life, always be particular. Good night, guys. We love y'all.
See you.
See
Good
y'all.
night.